Hello, greetings from Booneri. Today's topic is the history of paper. How was paper made? Watch ahead. Long ago, people used to write on scrolls. But do you know how were these scrolls made? Archaeological evidence shows that the Egyptians used a plant to make those scrolls. These plants were named papyrus. The stems of these plants were peeled and cut into thin, narrow strips, which were then laid out vertically, overlapping slightly, and another layer was placed horizontally. This was then beaten and dried in the sun. Finally, they were polished with shells to get a smooth finish, or even with ivory. Such sheets could be joined to form a scroll. Do you know when was paper actually invented? Take a look. Around 2000 years ago, in the country China, was a court official named Cai Lun. It is said that he was the one to invent paper first. What did he do? Cai used the bark of the mulberry tree. He scraped off the bark of the mulberry tree into pieces. Then he took some hemp, which is another type of plant through which fibers are made, and he added them too. Next, he took pieces of rags, which are like waste cloths. He mixed them all together with water and mashed it into a pulp. He then poured the pulp and pressed out the liquid, allowing the water to ooze. And finally, he hung the thin mat to dry in the sun. The paper thus obtained was found to be superior in writing quality as well as being much less expensive to produce. This technique was comparatively much easier and less effort straining. So that was the process used in those days. But what about today? How is paper made? Watch ahead. How is paper mostly made today? Paper can be made by recycling process. This means that all the waste paper can be again used to make new paper. How does this help? An agency in the United States that's called EPA, or Environmental Protection Agency, works towards maintaining a healthy, clean environment. They have found that usually paper making results in pollutants being released in water or air, but making paper by the recycling process causes 35% less water pollution and 74% less air pollution. Recycling paper also helps to reduce harmful gas emissions from various factories. How is that? Because of deforestation, a lot of harmful gases are released in the atmosphere. But if we reduce the cutting of the number of trees and start recycling paper, these trees can help protect the environment from these harmful emissions. If paper is manufactured using the recycling process, producing 1 ton of paper saves how many trees? 17 trees. So remember, the more number of trees are saved, the better our environment will be.